So for Ganesh in India, for Joni in Hawaii, and for us in the room here, is there another way to not have this sort of black or white that we have to change farming? And I don't think there are many organic farmers that are also there, because I've invited organic farmers from the People's Assembly and nobody wanted to come. But I mean, there are very radical activists, but I don't think those are your normal organic farmers. Is there another way, instead of the black or the white, between organic, non-organic? It's not a sense of a war, and it's not of the other side, but can there be a way in future where we don't have this debate? So I'll put this to the table for everybody. Maybe we can ask Ganesh and Joni first, and then we'll bring it into the room.
Yeah, by the way, I apologize for not making the two of them at the same size, but I can't for some reason.
Well, it's good to see Ganesh finally as well. Ganesh, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hello.
So I don't know if Ganesh heard the question, or if you could repeat the question for Ganesh. Is there another way, instead of just organic versus non-organic, good versus evil? Is there another way in the future that you can see farming? And while you translate that to Ganesh, I can ask Joni to answer that question.
So the organic, non-organic issue, I think we really need to talk about, I mean, what it is marketing. Consumers like marketing, especially in wealthy countries. We want something that's better for us. And I think that's good. People should be eating better. We need to change the conversation to evidence-based information. What is really the truth? What does the evidence say? And I think by turning it to a more objective measures and really laying it out, it can help soften the flow. Because right now, there's a religious code of organic's the better way, but in reality, there's some good ways and there's some bad ways. Let's talk about the evidence. Let's put it out there. Let's study it. Let's make better practices. And I think that's the common goal. That's how we temper the rhetoric. What's on.
Okay, I think I like to say that a lot of people consider anecdote as evidence, so I think it's important that we have to understand what evidence means. Ganesh, can you give us an indication?
तो भारतीय पर्स्पेक्टिव्ह काय ऑर्गॅनिक का इनऑर्गॅनिक कोणतं चांगलं ब्लॅक अँड व्हाईट तुम्हाला काय वाटतं?
मला असं वाटतं की जर जमीनही कायम राहिली पाहिजे आणि उत्पन्न मिळालं पाहिजे. निवड रासायनिक करायचं नाही, निवड ऑर्गॅनिक करायचं नाही. निवड रासायनिक केलं तर शेती राहणार नाही आणि निवड ऑर्गॅनिक केले तर उत्पन्न मिळणार नाही. दोघांचा समन्वय साधून जर शेती केली तर उत्पन्न मिळेल आणि शेती टिकवणं महत्वाचं, उत्पन्न मिळवणं दोन्ही महत्वाचं. निवड दोन्ही एक केलं तर मला शेतकरी आपली सध्या भारतीय परिस्थिती तशी नाही आहे. निवड मोबदला मिळेल.
Ganesh says that there must be integration between organic and inorganic farming in India, because organic farm produce are not getting that price. If organic produce are getting that quality or that price in market, then they can shift to organic. But to keep soil health and all conditions on market prices keeping in view, so he will go for integrated farming like organic and inorganic. And only rely on inorganic will cause soil damage to him. So he will also prefer organic along with inorganic.
Okay, thank you.
His emphasis is on integration approach, both organic and inorganic, while farming in India.
Okay, wonderful. Actually, before I go to Farmer Willie's question, can an answer them. Yeah. Can an organic farmer use glyphosate, or should he, instead of salt and vinegar?
If you had more GMOs, you could farm organically quite easily, couldn't you?
Yeah. Simple, simple but true. In fact, defining GMOs out of the
Well,
organic is...
GMO is just accelerated breeding, isn't it? It's, you know, we can get there, but it'll take 20, 30, 40 years, 50 years, 100 years. Whereas, you know, we have the technology now to look at a plant more closely, see what bits we need or what are good, and get there a lot quicker. Kind of like building a bridge across the river rather than walking around. I don't see a problem with it at all.
Good.
I would answer philosophically, what is the truth? Conventional, organic, what is the truth? I don't know it. But I think that, one example, you probably know Professor Nagli from Zurich in Switzerland, and there are some other people who are scientists in organic farming, and if they find out something what is normal in conventional, they will be attacked by their own people.
Now you had a debate or a discussion one time with a German minister about this issue.
Yeah. This was a very nice discussion about potatoes, breeded by a university here in Wageningen. They are resistant against Phytophthora,
Blight.
Blight, fusarium,
blight, yeah. And asked this minister, who is from the Green Party, what do you want? Do you want genetic modified plants, or do you want pesticides? Normally I use plant protection products. And he was from the Green Party, and I told him that it's not necessary to spray these potatoes up to 10 to 12 times a year if you have these varieties, but genetic modified.
The new breeding techniques, or the
I don't know how.
accelerated breeding?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They are modified. So
Systemisch
because it was a wrong question for a minister from the Green Party to ask him, what do you want, genetic modified plants or pesticide? And he answered, it would be possible to breed these plants in a normal way, also not genetic modified. And I answered yes. The scientist said it would take 30 years to breed these plants by the normal way of find out. And I asked him, you as a green minister, you wish that we spray the next 30 years pesticides on our fields? So he couldn't answer, and it was not very good because 200 people in the room were laughing and clapping their hands. There is no solution. And I answered him, after 30 years of normal breeding, we have the exactly same result. So, what is the difference? You see, there exists more than one truth.
I think, and as you mentioned, with accelerating breeding, and I know that the issue of the potatoes
accelerating breeding. This is gene technology.
And it's not that you're adding an external genetic ingredient into the potato, you're just changing it. There's some interesting examples from Wageningen where this is happening. It's a potato.
Probably one before I forget it. We use also glyphosate since 30 years. We have 2 wonderful children. They have no 12 fingers. They doesn't have 2 heads. They look very normal. Maybe it depends on the mother, who is a normal wife. She's not a farmer. So there are some ideas in the heads of some people. This is absolutely crazy, and we have only one chance to open us as a farmer and to show what we are doing. This is the only chance.